We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can relax, your spine can lift tall, and your shoulders can release. Have your hands anywhere that feels comfortable for you. And once you find that space, taking a few moments to notice your breath. Beginning to notice where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep, clearing breath here. Full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing a slow, steady breath to find you here. Noticing the ground beneath your hips. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. A full deep breath in. And out. With your next inhale, letting your arms sweep overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, side bending towards the right, letting your right hand come down beside you, left arm reaching overhead. Allowing your chest to roll open towards the ceiling. Letting your outer right hip, your outer left hip, draw down towards the ground. Just one more breath in. And out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. As you exhale, side bending over towards the left side. Left hand drawing down, right arm reaching overhead. Allowing your chest to open, outer right hip to release down. Allowing your breaths to be full and deep. There's one more breath here, deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Then interlacing your fingers and flipping your palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to find a little bit of movement here. So as you inhale, finding a light arch to your back, chest lifting up, hands drawing behind you. And as you exhale, pressing your hands forward, rounding your back. And moving with your breath here, deep breath in to lift and open your chest. And as you exhale to round, pressing through your palms and in between your shoulders. One more time, deep breath in, open. And a deep breath out to round. And releasing your hands on the ground in front of you. And shifting forward, we're going to move into your forward fold. Letting your hands begin to walk out long. And allowing your body to continue this round forward. Releasing your arms, shoulders, your head and neck. And finding your slow, steady breath once more. One more breath here. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising back up. We're going to release your hands behind your back, coming into a heart opener. Letting your hands come back about a foot or so behind you. And taking a big shoulder roll, allowing your chest to lift up. Shoulder blades to hug towards each other and down your back. Chest lifting up towards the ceiling, and you can take your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. With each breath, letting your chest and your heart space lift just that little bit more. One more deep breath in. And out. Gently to release your shoulders, coming back through center. And we're going to find your way into a table on your hands and your knees. You can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. Initially, taking any movement or motion that you might need here. It's exploring how your hips, shoulders, and spine feel. Maybe some circles or cat-cows. And taking another breath or two to even out your movements. Then eventually allowing your hips to shift over towards the right side of your mat. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder, looking back at your left foot. Your next inhale, shifting back through center, then hips over towards that left side. Maybe gazing over your right shoulder. As you inhale, coming back through center and curling your toes and pressing into your downward facing dog. Letting your hip shift up and back. Chest pressing back towards your thighs. And finding a little bit of movement here. A slight pedal of your feet, bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel down towards the ground. And after a breath or two, switching over towards the other side. Let your movements be slow and controlled. Letting your breath dictate the speed at which you move. But eventually finding some stillness here. a stillness in your body. Slow, steady breath. One more deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes, walking your feet towards your hands, maybe your hands back towards your feet, finding a gentle forward fold, a soft bend to your knees, releasing through your head, neck, arms, and shoulders. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. Taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a big shoulder roll at the top. A full range of motion through your shoulder joints. And finding our mountain pose, our Tadasana. And stand with your toe mounds together, feet hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. And taking another moment to notice your breath. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center, pausing for a breath in. And out. One more just like that. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead once more. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for another breath in. And out. Inhaling, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. As you exhale, walking your hands over towards the right side of your mat, the outside edge of your right foot. Going to come into a little IT work here, letting your right knee start to bend and leaning into your outer left hip. If you want to work a little bit deeper, maybe rolling onto the outside edge of your left foot. Just one more breath in and out. Soft bend of both knees coming back through center as you inhaling to your half lift. Exhaling over onto the other side, walking your hands to the outside edge of your left foot, bending into your left knee, right leg to straighten, then leaning into your outer right hip. Staying here, rolling onto the outside edge of your right foot. One more deep breath in and out. Soft bend of both knees, inhaling through center, finding your half lift, and exhale to fold. Move right into your active forward fold. You can have your hands on your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground, your hips up towards the ceiling. And staying connected with your breath, the deep breaths in and out. Just one more breath in and out. Releasing any binds that you might have as you inhale, rising to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of a push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. Exhale your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forward into your low lunge. Right foot by your right wrist. Left knee coming down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. Staying right here, maybe moving your hands up to blocks or up to your right knee. Wherever you end up, reconnecting with your breath. Full deep breaths in and out. One more full breath here. A deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot. Finding your half splits, hips shifting up and back. Think about your left hip above your left knee. Maybe the right foot scoots out a little more if you need it to. Taking your deep breath in to find length. And a breath out to find your fold. Allowing your head and neck to release. Allowing your breath to flow. more full breath here. A deep breath in and out. Slowly bending back into your front knee. We're going to move into our lizard lunge, walking your right foot over towards the right side of your mat, both hands on that inside edge, allowing your hips to draw forward and down, letting your right knee hug in towards your shoulder. Stay up on your palms or lower your forearms to blocks or the ground. And finding your space, then finding your full deep breaths in and out. Just one more breath. And slowly coming back up onto your palms. We're going to move into a twist from here. Letting your left hand ground, right hand coming towards your right knee. Taking a deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to twist towards the right. And stay with your hand on your knee, maybe opening it up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling adventurous, maybe bending into your left knee and reaching back for your foot. If you have your back foot gently to release, releasing your right hand back down, then allowing your hips to shift up and back, right knee stepping to meet your left. And taking a few big hip circles. Your knees can be a little bit wider than hips width in that. And going in either direction. And moving in the opposite direction. We're going to pause in your child's pose for a moment, letting your toe mounds come to touch. Hips start to draw towards your heels, head, neck to release down. Taking one full breath here. A breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back into your table, and curling your toes and pressing into your downward facing dog. And staying right here, we're going to go through that flow one more time. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank. As you exhale, lowering your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And stepping your left foot forward to your low lunge. Left foot by your left wrist. Right knee down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. Staying with your hands on the ground. Maybe up to blocks or up to your left knee. And finding that perfect space for you. And finding your breath there. more breath here. Breath in and out. Releasing your hands down to frame your left foot. Finding your half splits, hips shifting up and back. Thinking about the right hip above your right knee. Maybe your left foot scoots a little bit more forward. Taking a full deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold. One more full breath in and out. Bending back into your front knee. Now move into your lizard lunge from here. Left foot walking over towards the left side of your mat. Both hands on that inside edge. Left knee hugging towards your shoulder. As your hips draw forward and your chest opens. Staying on your palms, maybe lowering your forearms to blocks or the ground. Finding that perfect space to breathe in here. One more deep breath in and out. Rising back up onto your palms. And moving into our twist from here. Grounding into your right hand, left hand coming towards your left knee. A deep breath in to find your length. A breath out to find your twist. Staying here with your hand on the knee, maybe opening the hand up. If you did so on the other side, maybe reaching back for your right foot. But wherever you are in your twist, letting your breath move in and open and expand your chest. One more deep breath in and out. Releasing your back foot if you have it. Left hand coming down to your mat. Hips shifting up and back and letting your left knee step to meet your right. Maybe a few more of those big hip circles if that would feel good. Or any other movement or motion before finding our child's pose. And allowing your body a few moments to settle. A few moments to breathe. And taking one deep, clearing breath. A full deep breath in and and out. As you inhale, rising into your table. And we're going to come all the way onto your bellies. Come into one more heart opener here this morning. Finding our Sphinx pose. Letting your forearms come onto the ground in front of you. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Letting your chest draw forward. Heart opening. You can stay right here. If you want to work a little bit deeper, we're going to come into a version of a cobra. So from here, let your hands pivot out towards the side about 45 degrees or so. Thinking about this little arch in your hand pointing towards the front of your room. And beginning to press into your hands, chest lifting up. Just one more deep breath in and out. Releasing your elbows back to your mat. Letting your palms come to stack, your elbows draw nice and wide. My voice is setting off the bowls. Letting your hips find a little wiggle from side to side. If you like, you can bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet side to side as well. Slowly pressing back up into your table and curling your toes and pressing into your downward facing dog. You can find any amount of movement here that might feel good. And stepping your feet a little bit shorter in a downward facing dog, maybe about 6 inches or so shorter and nice and wide on your mat. Letting your heels go wider than your toes. Taking a deep breath in to find your length in your spine, and as you exhale, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Your next inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet, finding a gentle forward fold. Soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. And then letting your feet come a little bit wider and taking your opposite elbows, finding a light rock with your upper body from side to side. Gently to release your arms, moving into our squat, your malasana. Your feet can stay parallel towards each other, toes flared out towards the side. If you like, you can keep your hands on the ground and letting your hips start to sink down and pausing wherever you feel stable and strong. So you can be a little higher up, all the way down. If you'd like, you can also put block or bolster underneath your hips if that would feel good for you. Your hands can stay on the ground or your heart center. And finding a place where you can breathe. One more breath in and out. And slowly finding your way into a seat, however you'd like to get there. And initially letting your feet stay nice and wide on your mat, and find a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. We're going to move through a variation of our eagle and our pigeon. So it's a seated version that I love. There's many modifications in this space. So we're going to come with your legs into a double pigeon. Right or left leg first, or right or left leg on the bottom. If a double pigeon with your shins stacked is uncomfortable for you, or your knees are really high, you can always find a cross-legged easy seat. Crisscross applesauce. Well, however feels good for your hips, cross-legged or your double pigeon. Just taking a few moments to let your hips begin to settle into this space. So tapping into your breath. Staying right here, we're going to move into our eagle arms. So letting your arms come out into a nice big T, if you have the space, or little cactus arms. And then whatever shin is on top, let that arm come underneath the other one. So you can either take opposite shoulders with your hands, maybe move the backs of your hands towards each other, or taking that full bind around with your palms. And whatever arm variation you have, letting your elbows begin to lift high into the sky. Maybe your hands press away from you just that little bit. And staying right here, or slowly folding forward. Maybe your hands come, or elbows come towards the ground. One more breath in and out. You're folded forward, slowly rising back up. Just once more, letting your elbows lift tall, maybe a slight back bend. Then releasing out through your arms and your shoulders. Give them a little wiggle if that would feel good. And then gently releasing your legs, finding that nice wide stance on your mat. Let your knees find that windshield wiper side to side. And we're going to find that seat on the other side. So whatever shin was on the bottom, let that one come onto the top. If you were in a cross-legged seat, whatever leg was closer towards you, let that one come in front of it. Just a little switch of your legs. This side might feel completely different from the other one. So as you begin to settle in, allowing your breath to help your hip release down. Your deep breaths in and out. And staying here, moving into our eagle arms. So your arms out into a T or those cactus arms. And again, the top shin, let that arm come underneath. So either taking your shoulders, backs of your hands together, or finding that full wrap. Elbows lifting high, hands pressing away. Staying right here, maybe finding your fold forward. Taking your time to move and feel controlled in your space. Controlled in your breath. Just one more deep breath here. A deep breath in. And out. If you're folded, as you inhale slowly to rise. Then elbows lifting tall once more. Maybe that slight back bend if you did so on the other side. And coming back through center to release out through your arms. Maybe a few of those big shoulder rolls forward and back. And then gently to release out your legs. To find that nice wide windshield wiper once more. And then letting your legs extend all the way out long in front of you for a seated forward fold, a Paschimottanasana. Your feet can be together, hip width, or a little bit wider. Straight leg or a slight bend to your knees if your hamstrings are a little tight this morning. Taking another deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold. And finding that depth in your fold where you can still breathe. Your full deep breaths. And when you find that space, allowing your head and neck to relax just that little bit more. One more full breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising back up. We're going to make your way onto your backs. Coming all the way down. Letting your knees hug in towards your chest as well. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe some circles of your knees around your hips. Together or independently. Staying right here or finding your happy baby. Letting your knees draw towards your armpits. Feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, maybe your ankles, maybe your feet. Whatever you are holding on to, allowing your shoulders to relax down towards the ground. Allowing your hips and tailbone to release down as well. One more deep breath in and out. Letting your knees come back into your chest. We're going to move into your reclined twist. Letting your legs come over towards the left side of your body. Your knees can stay stacked or taking any other leg variation that feels right. Arms opening out beside you. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allowing your body to release into this space. and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. Pausing here to realign your hips, your spine. And when you're ready, moving over onto the other side. Finding that same variation of this twist that you found on the first side. And when you're ready, finding your deep breath in and out. Releasing into this space. There's one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center and taking any final movements or motions that you might need before your final relaxation, your Shavasana. And when you're ready, finding a space that is most comfortable for you. Maybe your legs extend out long, or anywhere else where you can be. Allowing your body to let go and release. Allowing your thoughts to begin to wander. And with one deep breath in and a big sigh out, releasing control of your breath. Slowly coming back into your breath, into your body, into this time and space, allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And taking one deep clearing breath, a full deep breath in and out. And eventually making your way up into a comfortable seat. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.